Good morning, everybody. Right on time. Right on time. 8:15. 8:15. I still need to fix my freaking door, man. Welcome everybody in. Stream this morning. Sorry we didn't have a stream yesterday, dude. This week has been one of the busiest weeks of my existence. Let me hold on. Let me move you guys. Oh, I'm in the middle. Yeah. Does that change anything on this scene? That makes it a little bit better. Okay, cool. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's been busy. It's been busy, but I hope you guys have had a good week. It's been very fun NBA this week. I'm excited. Jokic has been awful ever since he came back. Yo, Chosen popping off immediately with the hot take, but we'll get to that right now. I love it. Welcome everybody in. It's a good morning wherever you're at. If it's East Coast, it's 10 a.m. It's still morning if you're East Coast. If you're West Coast like me, but I'm not West Coast, then it's 7 a.m. Dude, let's get the morning off right. Talking about some ball, man. Talking about some good old NBA basketball. Chosen. Getting us started off hot, man. Getting us started off hot. Let's see what we got. Let's look, because that's a good point. Jokic has been bad. Well, let's look at let's look at his stats. Let me get the skibbity doo right here. Hold up. That's a skibbity doo, that's what we call that. I like this better, and then obviously we gotta duplicate it to get the standings. Oof. Oh. There we go. There we go. Yeah, hopefully y'all doing good. Hopefully y'all doing good. The standings are an interesting thing. I'm kind of hate watching some teams now. In a good way. Kind of in a good way. Not really in a good way. But yeah, dude, let's look at the Nuggets. Let's talk about them first because they beat the Grizzlies, but everyone can beat the Grizzlies. Jokic, 26 minutes, or excuse me, 34 minutes, 26 points, 15, 11. Yeah, so obviously, I understand what you're saying. Chosen, his stats are making it better than watching him. Yeah, Jokic's stats are always going to be better. But let's look at the standings. What are the Nuggets last? They're 5-5 the last 10. I think he came back probably about, would you say 5 games ago? 6 games ago? Let's just look at their last let's see. We can probably tell. I think Jokic came back in this game against the Clippers because I was watching that. So it's been more than 5 games. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they've gone 5-5. So hold on. They've gone 1, 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 2-3, 2-4, 3-4, 3-4 in the last 7. So yeah, that good observation, Chosen. He really has. I noticed it because I watched I watched the Clippers Nuggets game. Did I watch Nuggets Knicks? I think I did, and then I watched Cavs Nuggets, which shout out. I mean, James Harden is my GOAT. He's obviously not on my team anymore, but that James Harden honeymoon is a real thing where he goes to a new team and the new team is like, this guy's crazy. And it's like, yeah, he's freaking James Harden. Like, I don't know why everyone kind of poops on him until he's on their team. Whatever. Yeah. Chosen. Let's see. The Nuggets play the Clippers next week. So we have All-Star break. So that's going to be fun. We get to kind of take a break. We got All-Star time, All-Star weekend. People go to chill out. People go home, like, just chill out injuries. But the Nuggets have not been so good. Let's check out the standings. My computer just freeze? Oh, just kidding. Check out the standings. The Spurs are really starting to pull away here. And potentially if the Spurs end up with the first seed in the Western Conference by the end of the year, that's going to be crazy. Like, let's not act like that can't happen. That can't. 3.5 games back is not bad, especially because the Thunder are fine. I mean, excuse me, the Thunder are very good. But let's look at their last. I'm dumb. I went to here when I could have just. Okay, Thunder 5-5 the last 10. Yeah, Spurs 6-game win streak. The best win streak in the West. Still can't believe the Kings have lost 14 straight games. That is unreal, man. Ethical tanking. I'll tell you that. Ethical tanking for sure. But yeah, we're talking about 3 games back. Clippers are 2.5 games back from the Warriors. Granted, completely different scenario from the bottom of the middle of the pack of the West to the top of the West. Different situation. But the games back is real. The Warriors, I mean, we're talking about Clippers can get into the 8th seed, maybe the 7th seed. The Clippers get the 7th seed, it's going to be nuts. But why can't the Spurs keep winning? They're on a 6-game win streak, 8-2 in the last 10. Why can't they make it up to number 1? You know, the Thunder have they've suffered a lot of losses, and they're looking like they're gonna definitely have a worse record than last year. Let's see, right now they finished last year at 68-14, so they'd have to win 26, 27 more games. Like, yeah, this is really interesting with the Thunder. Granted, they've had a lot of injuries, and they traded for Jared McCain, and so they get to do a little. You know how it goes. Spurs are good. Nuggets have drawn back a little bit, obviously. The Rockets have been winning, but the Rockets aren't. Yeah, right to the T-Wolves chosen. You can't tell if the T-Wolves are a great team or not. I agree, because they're in the 5th seed. And they're 7-3 in the last 10. But some of their losses, you're like, what are you doing? Like, what is happening? Like, they lost to the Clippers, obviously. Let's see, they beat the Hawks. I didn't watch this game. Ant goes for 30. Yeah, I mean, this starting lineup is good. I'm glad they didn't trade for Giannis because they would have had to give up a lot of stuff. Like, Bones, 13 points on the bench is just what you need, man. Like, that's solid. That's great. Jalen Clark has been good. Naz Reid had an off night. He had 3 for 8 shooting, right? This is a good team. Gobert goes for 18. Gobert, Randall, and McDaniels go for all 18 points. Then Dante gives 10 points. Ayo Dosunmu off of the bench with 21. I mean, yeah, this Wolves team is really interesting. The post-trade deadline is always so fun to look at and see, like, what teams are we gonna get? Are we gonna be getting? Like, there's new teams. Oh, I didn't. Maybe he had 27, 26, 27. Oh, Jonathan 21 on the bench. Nice. Okay. Yeah, it's so interesting to see, like, what teams are good. Like, oh, we got Ayo Dosunmu off the bench for the T-Wolves. They need a point guard. Boom. Like, here we go. Who else made some deals? I mean, the big ones are the Clippers, obviously. Get Benedict Mathurin. That has been fun to watch him in the past 2 games. So clear to see who the best player in the NBA is. He's on OKC. Yep. He is. I'm definitely a lot more on the Shea MVP wagon that I was earlier in the season. And I feel like everyone is now because the Luka narrative was so much there, dude. But the Luka narrative, they're in 6th place. The Lakers just... I'm surprised the Lakers didn't make more moves, but Luka doesn't seem like the... Don't get me wrong. In the playoffs, Luka can shred you. Like, it doesn't matter if he's the 5th, 16th. I believe they were the 5th seed in 2024 when they went. They were the 5th seed in 2024, and they made it to the finals out of all of these teams, right? So, yeah, this year they're the 6th seed. So it's so interesting to see. He's such a playoff riser, which is so cool to see. But the regular season, like, his team doesn't get good enough to where he can get a good MVP vote. If Luka Doncic ever gets a 1st overall seed, he'll win an MVP, but he just hasn't been that high. You know, it's kind of just been like what? So, yeah, the T-Wolves are really interesting because they're half a game back. These guys keep switching. The 3-5 could keep switching. I mean, 3 games back from 3 to 7. This is going to be interesting. And if I'm not mistaken, a lot of these teams play one another. Let's look at strength of schedule. I just look at strength of NBA. Boom. Denver has Denver plays OKC 3 more times. San Antonio 3 more times. Boston, New York. Yeah, so all these teams, look at these guys. The 3 hardest schedules are in the top 5 in the West. And Phoenix is there as well, and San Antonio is there as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the top 7 teams have hardest schedules. Meanwhile, Portland has the easiest. Clippers have the 3rd easiest, which is amazing, especially for what you want to see. Portland, I want them to lose more games because I don't want them to overtake us because we're only half a game ahead of them. And Portland's good. Don't get me wrong. Portland is good. 100%. But let me know what you guys think. Who is real in the West? Who's a really good player in the Western Conference? Or really good player. Really, who are like the actual contending teams? In terms of post-trade deadline, what we have in terms of injury right now, or like accounting for injuries, who is the best team? It might be the Spurs. The Thunder are very good, but they have just been in and out with their guys. If they're fully healthy, they get that, right? But then they lose. No, they beat OKC, or they beat the Lakers. Oh, they smacked the Suns last night. Jeez. Yeah, J-Dub, Chet was out. J-Dub has been out. Shea is now out. And so you get this off the bench, Jeremy. Yeah, like their bench is starting to come back together. You get Caruso back, Ihart's back. They're starting to fill it, but for a minute there, they were extremely down bad. But the Spurs have just been crushing people, dude. The Spurs are just very, very, very good basketball team. And I keep doing that. Go back here. The Spurs, man, like, yeah. Where are they in terms of strength of schedule? They're 9th. They play Detroit twice. See, the Spurs have the 9th hardest schedule, but they don't play OKC any more times because they beat all of them. They beat them all, every single. That's insane. They play Detroit twice. They could beat those guys. Like, in my mind, the best 3 teams in the NBA, it goes Thunder, sure, whatever. Spurs. I would take Denver before Detroit. Then I go Detroit. Then I go Boston. Then I go Houston. Then I go New York and Cleveland, and then Minnesota. So the West is better at the top of it, but I feel like that's always how it's been. It's been like that for a long time. I feel like it's kind of like a nothing burger for the MVP race, though, honestly. Like, I feel like Shea's going to win it, and he does deserve to win it, but also at the same time, I wish the competition was a little bit better, because Giannis is now, right? Wemby isn't really doing enough yet, right, to get in that conversation. Jokic, I think, is ineligible now, or is like 1 game away from being ineligible or something like that, right? Ant isn't really there yet. Nobody on the Rockets. They're just good team ball. Luka's too far down. The Suns are not supposed to be here. The Warriors are in shambles. I feel like they're just going to keep losing. They're 4-6 in their last. Where are the Warriors at in terms of hardest schedule? Am I blind? Where is Golden State? Oh, 17. Okay. So they play. Yeah, they lose all those games. So that does not help. That does not help the situation. But I want to talk about Clippers Rockets, dude. Clippers Rockets was a fun game. And I want to highlight the Clippers. Why is Chris Dunn in the full game? Bro, what? So if you didn't see this game was wild. This is the second night of a back-to-back. They played yesterday, and then the day before that, they also played the Clippers in Houston on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Then again on Wednesday, Clippers in Houston at 6 p.m. So you played the same team twice in 2 days. That doesn't happen a lot. That's that new NBA schedule happening, right? But this Clippers team is not fully healthy yet. And I get that, they don't have their point guard either, but they've kind of been doing that the whole year. And so if we don't have Brad Beal. He was supposed to be one of our main guys. Imagine our offense if we have Bradley Beal, dude. I can't believe it. But we also get our young guys developed. So that's really, really cool. But the Clippers don't have Darius Garland, and they look really good. They're inching there to 500, and if they get to 500, man, first of all, the actual craziest turnaround in NBA history. Like, not even joking. No one has gone from 6-21 to 500 to get back up to even, let alone if the Clippers can get above that and get above 500 and finish with the 42, 43 in 40 win. I don't think they lose 12 more games in the season. I mean, let's look. They play them, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't. Let's see, 1, 4. Let's see, 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. You could lose all those games, and then you play these guys. I don't think the Clippers lose 12 more times in this season, or 13 more times to get to 41 losses. You get to 41 losses, you get to 41 wins, right? I don't think the Clippers lose 13 more times. And so they're looking like a really, really good squad. They traded, obviously, the whole everything. Harden's gone, Zubac's gone. It's been so fun to hate watch the Pacers and see where they're going to be at. Because right now, check this out. Indiana's dropped because they've won 2 games, dude. So now the base, if we reset it, the base, Indiana has dropped out of the top 3. And their odds for top 4 is 48%. That means the odds that the Clippers get their pick is 51. I think it's 51.9%. Obviously, that's the math right there. And then 12% to get the first overall pick. So the more that the Indiana Pacers win, now that they're not the 15th seed anymore, the more that they win, the better odds the Clippers get at really helping out their future a lot. Because we traded for Ben Mathurin. Really cool. We traded for Darius Garland. I still have mixed feelings about that. We'll have to see how he does. That's going to be interesting. But if the Clippers get a pick at 5-9, this draft class is insanely good to where we could figure something out and draft somebody. So let's see. Yeah, it goes to 7 there. Easy, right? So the Pacers are probably going to tank, but the Wizards are also, like, Alex Sarr is now out, right? Anthony Davis isn't playing. Trae Young's not playing. The Nets just suck. Who knows where the Bucks... Okay, no, the Bucks are untouchable. They're like 10 games ahead of these guys. So, it's fighting between these guys. We need... Let's see. The Pacers just need to be better than... Like, if they can stay out of the top... Where am I at? If they can stay out of the top 3, that's beautiful. Because now, they can't be in the top 3 because then that gives us a better chance. And I feel like everybody wants to see Indiana get that top pick, which 100% I agree. Like, that'd be fun. But it's so interesting that how this gamble works for this trade. I haven't seen something like this in, I don't think, ever. Where, okay, this team was good. They went to the finals. Now they suck. They got a good pick, but then they trade that pick and the protections for it potentially. So it's like, if we're this bad, we get to pick and we get to make a run of the finals with Halliburton, Siakam, Zubats, all of our other guys like Nembhard, Nesmith, J Huff is now part of that deal, right? And you get a top pick. Or the Clippers, who have never, in my, like, since Blake Griffin, have not had a young star to root for. Like, then you get that team a young star to root for, a top 10 pick, right? That it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. Lottery night, I'm going to be stoked for. So it goes to 7 again to the Clippers. It goes to 5 to the Clippers. And it goes to 1 to the Pacers. So you see the dichotomy of that, how it just, like, it could go either way. It is so fun to watch. So that's why this Clippers team is very, very interesting with this season. The storyline has obviously been insane, with sucking so bad, then getting really good. I wouldn't say really good. Getting better. Trading everybody. Everybody's gone except for Kawhi. You get Ben Mathurin back. You get Darius Garland back. Once Darius Garland's come back, look, Chris Dunn's our starting point guard. Once Darius Garland comes back, our starting lineup is Garland. I don't know what we do with Derek Jones at the shooting guard. I don't think that's going to stay. That doesn't look like it's going to be consistent. Brook Lopez is fine at the center, right? Good. Kawhi, who's been playing the best regular season of his entire career. Not even capping it. Like, look it up. John Collins, who's been amazing. Then off the bench, Kobe Sanders, Jordan Miller, who just got converted to a standard contract instead of a 2-way. Shout out Chris Paul. That's why we deported him for that. Chris Paul's still not been signed yet either, which is really interesting. Ben Mathurin off the bench. Or we start Ben Mathurin and we bring everybody off the bench. And we still have Batum. We still have, Yannick Niederhauser has been fun to watch. He's been a good player. I think he could be some. But the Rockets, Like the Rockets are really interesting. There has been a little bit of some slander on Amen Thompson recently. I don't know if you guys have seen that. People comparing my boy Amen Thompson to Kevin Durant, to Ben Simmons, where it's like, hey, really good prospect. That boy can't shoot though. And it's like, yeah, that's 100% real. And we didn't think that it needed to be an issue because you have Jabari Smith Jr., you have Kevin Durant, you have Şengün, who's pretty good, right? Reed Shepherd can light it up from three. Josh Okokie's like not bad, but I don't know if he's really playing, right? We didn't think that mattered, but Amen Thompson has not been great, I guess, individually from what we thought he was going to be. Kevin Durant is still carrying this team. I mean, I can't believe that the oldest guys on the team, basically, outside of Brook Lopez, right? And I think Batum was drafted before Kawhi. Kawhi and KD are just, I mean, the old guys in this league are ridiculous. Russ is still putting up numbers in Sacramento. He's still doing his thing, even though they suck. Like, suck. Like, really bad. And I talked about this last stream. I don't think them getting a top pick does anything, honestly, at all for the franchise because they just blow as a franchise. KD, like Steph is still really good. Bron is putting up numbers, man. All these guys are still all-stars. KD, Kawhi, Steph, Bron, they're all all-stars. It's crazy talk. And there should have been a thing where, okay, Harden could be a replacement for Giannis in the thing, but they put Brandon Ingram, which is valid. But Harden's been good all season. So let me know what you guys think about the teams. Like who is a sneaky team for you in the playoffs? Because we could look here. If it stopped today, which I don't think this is how it's going to end up at all. No shot. It'd be Thunder Warriors first round, which the Warriors, if you guys are any bit not healthy, do not want to play Steph Curry. I understand that this Warriors team is in complete shambles. Like, completely, right? Just bad. Suns Spurs would be interesting, but that's probably a sweep. I'm going to keep it real. Lakers Nugs for the 50th time in the past 5 years. And Rockets T-Wolves is interesting. Rockets T-Wolves is very interesting. Eastern Conference, Pistons Heat. Ooh, that's fun. Magic Celtics. Paolo Banchero is just not who I thought he was going to be, man. We've had some time, bro. You need to pick it up. Sixers Knicks first round would feed generations. And Cavs Raptors would be really fun too, actually. Yeah, that'd be really, really fun. Knicks Sixers would be amazing. Knicks Sixers would be amazing. So let me know what you guys think about any playoff teams. What do we got? What is real in the West? Like who is good? I think the Clippers can come out of the play-in just because Kawhi Leonard. The Suns are good, and they play like if you have a team go play in Phoenix to try and make it out of the play-in, they're gonna run your butt down. But the Clippers gonna be interesting. But the Clippers and Suns might not even play. It depends on who switches here. If the Clippers can lap the Warriors for 8th, and at that point, it'd be impressive if the Clippers didn't make the playoffs. Because then if you're in 8th and you win this game, or you lose this game, and then you lose this game, which the Warriors might do just because they're that bad, but then against Steph Curry, one game, who knows, right? But I think the consensus for some people is people want to see the Clippers in the playoffs. Just like the Hornets out east. People want to see the Hornets in the playoffs. People don't want to see maybe the Heat. Magic has been, whatever, right? People want to see the Hornets in the playoffs, man. People want to see the Clippers in the playoffs. Both the 9th seed, both 26 and 29. 26 and 28. Clippers are just a little bit better. Dude, yeah. People want to see. Everyone would rather see, like, the Suns are like, you probably lose to anybody on the top. At least, if you get the Warriors into the playoffs, you have Steph Curry, man. You have Steph who can go in and do Steph things. Just for one series, right? Just go get a bunch of shots off. Steph Curry going crazy against the other team. The other teams will still panic if they're guarding Steph Curry, right? And the same thing here with the Clippers. You have Kawhi Leonard and a pretty decent roster. The Warriors roster just sucks, man. So bad. So bad. So it's really funny. Maybe tomorrow we'll preview everything that's going on, because tomorrow is we'll get to that in a sec. But yeah, the play-in is a really interesting idea. I really like the idea of the play-in, where it's like, if you're good, you make it, but if you're bad for one game, you probably don't deserve to be in the playoffs in the first place. That kind of gets, we've had some times in the past where, let's see, anything before 2020, anybody like 8th seed. Okay, there was a gap there. Let's see, AC. Literally half a game out. Who's to say that the Suns here aren't... Well, yeah, no, this happened in the bubble. Yeah, the Suns went 8-0. They went 9-1 of the last 10, and finished the season in 8-0, because they had the 8-game win streak 8, and they still weren't good enough to make the playoffs. But if you had the play in here, then we get Lakers Suns first round. Does that change anything? No, not really, unfortunately. But yeah, you get to see a little bit. So yeah, Clippers Mavs was fun, and then Mavs. Oh yeah, then we played the Nuggets. That's when I punched a hole in my wall. Yay! Anything else really like that? Yeah. Okay, that was 7 and 8. It's crazy that the 10 seed back in the day was over 500. That's crazy. That's crazy. Insane. The 10 seed was over 500. Yeah, that has not happened. Wow. The 10 seed right now is sitting 4 games below 500. 3 games below. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, that's good stuff. Let's shift gears and look at do a couple more tank, actually. I like doing. Clippers get the pick? Yes. The Clippers get the pick again? No. Indiana gets top 3. Clippers get the pick, they get first. Dang it. First again. Second. Yes. The odds of them dropping down to 10 are interesting, because people are saying if you win enough games, you could drop you could drop them out of the top 10 and or out of reach for the Clippers in that range, and the other way, so you don't lose as much, you win and you just get a top 10 pick, or you still get a lottery pick. But where would they need to win at? They would have to get to where Milwaukee's at. They'd have to win a crazy amount of games to actually get into that spot, given the amount of time left in the season, right? So let's just look at Milwaukee. Milwaukee is at 9. That's still a Clippers pick if it's the Pacers. At 10, that's when it goes down to the... So, yeah, you'd want to be in Milwaukee's situation. Oh my gosh, everybody moved down. Portland, Indiana. The Atlanta, the San Antonio... I have not seen that in all my times. And Dallas with the first? Oh, dude, this timeline... I'm going to screenshot this, because if this is the script and we're just finding out about it now, ooh, I'm going to title this the script. Dude, what? So Indiana top 3 pick. Portland gets the 4th pick. Sacramento gets the 5th pick. Deserved, probably, just for all the crimes you've committed to the NBA the past couple years. Pelicans pick goes to Atlanta. Brooklyn, OKC gets 2 top lottery picks. Memphis, Milwaukee, Chicago, Charlotte. OKC. Excuse me. But dude, if this is the timeline where Dallas gets another number 1 pick, woo-wee, and San Antonio gets a 2nd pick, I just pointed my finger on the screen. These 2 teams, San Antonio and Dallas, are going to run the NBA for the next decade if that's the case. I don't care, bro. If San Antonio gets Debansa, or it doesn't really matter, anybody in this top 4 draft class, they will run you out of the gym, bro. Boo, you swap out Harrison Barnes for AJ Debansa? Are we kidding? You've got to be. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. Anyways, now that that's over, let's look at NBA All-Star Weekend. What's the schedule? Because we'll come back tomorrow morning, and Friday's a celebrity game. Friday's the Rising Stars game. Ooh, baby. Yeah. And it's all at the Intuit Dome, baby. I went there last month. So fire. So fire. So let's look at the Rising Stars teams. Oh. Who are the teams? Because this is going to be fun. I'm really excited. You get a good draft class. And so we got 3, yeah, 9. Okay. And then NBA HBCU Classic is after Northampton versus North Carolina. NCAA State. Oh, okay. I thought it was like UNC's playing on the. Okay. Never mind. So, Melo's team. I actually haven't even looked at this at all. This is going to be really fun to watch. Team Melo. Steph Castle, Klingon, Jeremiah Fears, Cooper Flag, Dylan Harper, CMB, Reed Shepard. If that team doesn't win, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I should just delete my channel. That team's insane. Steph Castle, Klingon, Fears, Flag, Harper, CMB, Reed Shepard. Other team, Team Vince, Team VC, Matas, Cedric Howard, Diego Demon, VJ Edgecombe, Keyshawn George, Derek Queen, Jalen Wilson. They're getting beat off the glass from this team, bro. Klingon and a CMB, crazy matchup. Team T-Mac, this team's good too. Trey Johnson, Colin Knuppel, who just is insane. AJ Mitchell, Alex Sarr, who they'll have to find a replacement for or something. Cam Spencer, Jalen Tyson, Khalil Ware. Team Austin, Sean East II, Ron Harper Jr., David Jones Garcia, that guy's fire. Yannick Code Niederhauser, Elijah Martin, Tristan Newton, and Yang Hansen. Woo-wee! Woo-wee! Okay, Team Austin is fine. That's my boy Yannick, though. He's a rising star. Shout out. Yeah, this is going to be one of the first times in a minute where we get to see a really fun Rising Stars game. Just because of the names, dude. Cooper Flag, Steph Castle, and Dylan Harper on the same team. I mean, if Melo drafted that, I'm pretty sure they drafted, right? That's a crazy lineup. That's an insane lineup. Matas, Cedric, Yegor Diamond, VJ. This is a fun team, too. This is good. Trey Johnson, Khan, AJ, Dan Spencer. This team, T-Mac. If Sarr was playing and you get Sarr, Khalil Ware with Knuppel, AJ, and Trey, I mean, this team could freaking shoot. But this team is stacked. If Team Melo doesn't win, I don't know what I'm talking about. Steph Castle, Rookie of the Year last year, just great overall player. Klingon is amazing, right? I mean, you get the UConn connection with those two guys. Jeremiah Fears, I love his game. Coop, no introduction. D Harp, no introduction. CMB, good. He's really good. Reed Shepard, shoot the lights out from. I mean, yeah, that team's insane. So they play Friday. So we'll talk more about this on Friday. Saturday, oh yeah, Valentine's Day. Ooh boy. It starts at like the Shooting Stars. What's the Shooting Stars? Are they starting early? 5 p.m. Eastern? Dunk contest? Oh no. Okay, hold on. They start All-Star NBA's at 5. So it's the 3-point contest. What's Shooting Stars? Am I missing something? There we go. All-Star Saturday, 3-point contest, Shooting Stars. What's Shooting Stars? Anybody know? What is this? "2015 Shooting Stars recap?" I'll have to check that out and talk about that later. But they have, so Scotty Barnes, Chet, Rip Hamilton, that's cool. Brunson, Cat, Allen, Houston, Jalen Johnson, Conkernuppel, Corey McGetty, D Harp. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. D Harp, Ron Harper Jr., and Ron Harper Sr. That's kind of fire. So is this not the? Is this not like the what's it called? The skills Shooting Stars, I guess. So we got a 3-point contest first. That's gonna be sick. Shooting Stars, then slam dunk contest. So they're starting it like early, I feel like. Is it because it's on West Coast? But then again, 3 p.m. That's is that 2 p.m.? I feel like that's really early. Anyways, Sunday G League next up game. Stars versus World. Stripes versus Game 1. Stripes versus Game 2, and then Championship. So that's gonna be fun. So we'll check out this all tomorrow, guys. This is we got some good stuff on this weekend. All-Star weekend has been fun. A lot of ramping up to talk about teams and who's making an all-star, who deserves it, who doesn't. So, all right, man. That's all I got for today. I got to go finish some homework and stuff. But, yeah, man. All-Star weekend. We'll be back tomorrow morning talking about